Hello. So this is another video that I'm going over in post. So excuse the fact that there's no sound effects for the TFT VOD. So I am playing towards a multi-talented game here. I forgot what I actually go this game. But I started not taking multi-talented because I feel like it becomes really high roll with especially some of like the Giga reroll augments, like multi-talented jacks, for example. This was before that, so this was the patch where still Fast 9 was viable, or more viable. So this was 0.24 when I played this game. So I was kind of taking multi-talented with the intention of potentially not being able to reach 9, and then I really like multi-talented because it makes like some of the 4 costs very viable. Now the 4 costs are very viable, so it's kind of like works its way down, that it feels like the rerolls are more viable with multi-talented. But anyways, we don't hit it, we hit the other one, I forget. So I take a Cassante. Cassante is considered to be a really good chosen for the opener. It's a plus Sentinel one, which is pretty nice as well, because when it's plus Heartsteel, you kind of feel compelled or forced to play the Heartsteel version. I like it just being plus Sentinel because it's like, okay, now I just have like free front line and I can maybe play like a Bruiser or a Guardian, or even something else. Excuse me for yawn. I also have a Kennen too. So this is usually a spot now where I don't really like it these days. I think this was while I was still grinding and I wasn't really comfortable with the patch. But having all these upgrades, I have very little money. And not having any items here, I feel like I won't be able to win streak anyways. So basically I'm spending all my money on these 1-cost upgrades that I'm going to sell anyways. I'm not going to make econ thresholds. And I am not in a good position, I would say. But it's always weird because you get the 1-cost upgrades, you feel like, oh, this is how I streak or how I get like a really good opener. But the problem is, like, the 1-cost upgrades matter so much less because everybody gets a chosen. So you have to high roll everything in order to like full win streak, right? In order to full streak, it's not enough to just say, oh, I have like an upgrade and I have like this guy. It's like everybody's gonna have one of these, so the chances of you streaking are gonna be very, very low. So here I'm putting in Crowd Diver with the Katarina. I'm kind of spending money a lot. I'm not sure exactly if it's the right decision, but I should scout to see, right? I shouldn't go to level 4 if I have a chosen already, if I don't think that I'm gonna win out or win a lot of the battles, right? This guy slammed a Jinsu and an Annie, and we have no items basically, right? So I have cloak, no tier, and what's it called? I'm losing my mind. I'm so tired. Bow and belt, right? So bow and belt can make a Nashers, so I should maybe hold on to the Annie, but I think because I saw this guy playing Annie, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't. But the problem is I already took Cassante Chosen, right? And that's the problem with taking these 1-cost Chosen, is that if you don't have the items for it, like, I won this battle, but I don't think I'm going to streak. You see how that was kind of close? Now I hit an Echo. Oh, I'm just spending all my money early. I don't think it's worth it to buy. I think it's worth it to sell and make econ, right? I should scout, right? If I'm looking at this another day of the week and not like during the game, I think it's really important in these spots to scout out who you're playing next and seeing, can I actually win, right? You have to always ask yourself, can win? And this is a really important thing to think before you spend any money in the game. If you spend this money to buy units, to upgrade units that you might not upgrade later, or if you're using it to level up, right? At any point, you have to ask yourself this big question, right? Can you win anyways? Because if you're playing people and you can't win, there's no need to spend the gold or to slam the items even, or to level up. Like, there's no need to do any of that. Because if you're not going to win anyways, it's like, then you're just wasting the money. You could just use it to econ up, right? So we look here, right? I lost. This is what I was saying, that a lot of times when you're on stage 2, it ends up being like win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. And then you run into these problems where it doesn't feel like you're really doing anything. I have 4 Sentinel in, which I think is why I prioritize getting the Echo, but the Echo is a really expensive unit to play. And this 4 Sentinel doesn't really mean much if I don't have something like, you know, like this would have been good if I had Senna, right? Like imagine if I didn't have Cassandra, like now it sucks because I also slammed the belt on the Cassante, which is probably a mistake. I should think the belt could be Nashor's Tooth, right? What I would want to do is I would want like Senna here. Like my ideal setup is Senna. So yeah, I switched off of the 4 Sentinel because I just wasn't doing enough damage, right? But I could have played 4 Sentinel with Echo and Senna, and then give her like Nashor's Tooth, and then I'd have some damage because Senna's really good. I might win this one. Yeah, so I win this. So now I'm like win, lose, win, lose. Because I upgraded my units but I don't have items, I'm in this like medium spot where it's like I neither have money nor a strong board, but I'm stronger than some people and more rich than some people. So I think like the main thing that you should be going for in a spot like this is like what I start to do now is if I'm not like the strongest in the lobby, I just sack stage 2. Like I don't like fully sack stage 2, but like I make sure that like I don't buy a chosen, right? I don't buy a chosen unless I have the items for the chosen. I just try and get like a 2-star chosen, right? Sorry, 2-cost chosen, right? So if you get a 2-cost chosen you can just use in stage 3 anyway. So that's where you make up your econ, right? So basically what I do is I just spend my money on nothing. I basically like play the strongest board that I can without like actually opening, but like pretty much opening my board, and I just level and so that I have better odds at the 2 cost, and then I just get a 2 cost, right? And the 2 cost lasts so much longer, so you don't have to like resell it for like a really long stage, and that's how you like build up your econ. Because I'm like kind of building econ because I'm saving. I get to like a decent level where I can hit like good units, because a lot of the 1 cost you're never playing like the 1 cost on your board unless you're going for like any reroll, and then you just move on. I'm still congested and tired today, so yeah, excuse me if I'm like a little bit awkward with my speaking or sniffling a little. Okay, this guy is so strong because he's like level 5. Oh, the disco board, I find that it's kind of hard to play it. This guy has an eco already, right? So it's like, all right, that helps a lot. But basically what you want, like, it's a really good opener, because if you get like plus Guardian Taric and then you get after Gragas and you have a Nami. Anyways, look, you're not gonna found the Senna. And I made a Jinsu. I don't know if Jinsu's the right play, but that's okay. See, I would have much preferred Nashor's Tooth. I took the rod to make the Jinsu because I already committed to the idea of making the belt a tank item, but I don't think I should have slammed items, right? I put the items on the units so I put an item on Kennen because I want to give him bling bonus, right? Because he's true damage and you can get a blink bonus, so that's why he has a component on him, right? I slammed this on the Cassante because I was just trying to make him tanky, but I didn't have a tank item. So, in a better world, I would have slammed nothing. Yeah, let's see how this fight goes. I think we're pretty okay here. Yeah, I have Blistering Strike, so I have anti-heal, right? That's important to know. A lot of times when you're doing your itemizations, you're basically thinking about multiple things, right? You want anti-heal, you want shred / sunder. This just means like armor / MR, like magic resist reduction, right? And then you also want like you also just want like general tank, general offensive items, right? But there's kind of like a little checklist you have to put in your mind. You have to think about how you balance the things that you're missing in the game with augments, and how you do vice versa, the things that are missing from the augments with things in your game. So now I took something that's Burning Strike, so it's something that kind of helps with itemization as well as combat. So now I should think, okay, well, it's mostly like utility as well, like first and foremost, because it's like reducing healing, right? So now what I have to think about is, okay, so I have the healing part dealt with. Now I have to have my own healing, my own damage, and my own tankiness, because I don't have that in my augment. So if I look at my items here, I can make a Declaw, I can make a Redemption, I can make an Archangels. So I don't want to slam items, because what I should do is I should look at the next augment that I'm getting and use that to help fill in the gaps, right? Do I want to make Adaptive Helm, or do I want to make Declaw? Adaptive Helm could be flex for front and back line. I end up doing for damage, right? I was going to say you should scout here first, right? I think the items will make a difference in this fight, but what I was going to say is that, like, I'm obviously VOD reviewing, so I'm criticizing my own work here. And I think something that I'm getting better at doing is not slamming items without scouting, right? That's one of the big takeaways from a lot of my VOD reviews that I'm doing these days. These are VODs from like a week ago, so I don't do this as often, but I probably still do. It's just bad habit, right? So what I was trying to say is that, like, unless I'm gonna beat this guy, unless I need to slam items to beat this guy, or to preserve a streak, or to like make econ or something like that, what I should do is I should look towards waiting till I see the augment, because that gives me more information if I can greed it, right? Item grab bag. So I just want more item. That's an okay item. I could play Karthus Akali with Edge of Night. I'm thinking if I slam it on this Senna or not. I'm kind of in a weird spot. I probably should have sold this Cassante already, if I have to be honest with everybody here. This Cassante doesn't do too well on stage 3. Unless you're playing Heartsteel, then it doesn't matter. Like, if it's a plus Heartsteel Cassante and you're playing that. But it's not, like, that useful, in all honesty. So what I would probably do nowadays is I would have sold the Cassante before Krugs, and then level up to 5 or 6. So, and then you have like a, what is it, on level 5 you have like a 70% chance of hitting a 2-cost chosen, and then hope that your natural shop refreshes over the neutrals and over the like 3-1 would have given me the opportunity to have like a good unit. I'm struggling today. My nose is super congested and draining. Okay, I lost to Adney. This is what I'm saying. I'm still on a win-lose, right? Right? This Cassante, imagine if I sold this Cassante and I had some like Giga unit over here. I think it would have been so much better. I have Heartsteel, and I shouldn't get dizzy, because Heartsteel is not that great. I'm gonna get dizzy. I already feel it in my bones. I'm gonna get dizzy. I have 4 Sentinel in, but I only have Senna 1. I think this would have been a stable board if I had 4 Sentinel and a Senna 2. Right? But okay, I pump 1 level. I think I'm just gonna level next turn and slight roll on 6. I think would be the play here, because I don't want to lose too much health. I am pretty healthy though. Like, all my losses are like small losses. I'm just not that rich, right? I'm level 550 gold. Look at this guy. He's level 730 gold. You know what I mean? I'm kind of fizzucked right now.
Going big and going
like, look at his spot. He has Final Ascension with good combat, or decent combat, especially in silver. In silver lobby like this. And then he has the level up augment, so he's already like level thing. He has an Ari and a chosen, like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm looking at the augments because thing. I think the this augment isn't as good as I think. I think I just really wanted like an item, because I felt like my items weren't that great. But I think that's because like I didn't slam items that look good, right? Like, I slammed a Jinsu, and then my components I have like Declaw Archangel, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with these. Okay, so this guy went for it anyway, so I probably wouldn't have gotten it. I went to just complete Warmogs, because I'm like, that's another tank item, and I think that my front line is lacking, right? I'm kind of lacking in all accords, right? My front line is lacking because I don't think this Cassante is as worth as something else. And it's kind of like an opportunity cost where I'm not getting in more damage. And my damage is definitely lacking because, like, look at this shit. I have a Senna 1 carry right now. I'm trying to think if I should greed. Yeah, just sell it. Sell it. Sell it past me. Nice. Okay, now I roll. I hit Spellweaver. That's a Mosher. I hit Crowd Diver. That's playable. I hit this with Bruiser. That's also playable. Yeah, okay, so I just play that. And grab the Senna and the Aphelios. Pick up the pace. Senna, Aphelios. Alright, never mind. Did it too late because I'm too slow. You know, like, whenever I'm playing the game, it feels like I'm moving like Usain Bolt, you know? Like, it feels like I'm clicking and I'm fast as shit. And then when I watch myself, I'm like, holy crap, you old man, you are so slow. Oh my god. And I'm also not scouting that much because I'm spending so much time thinking about my board. I kind of know I get into these spots where, dang. But this was also when I was much less familiar with the patch, so I think as I go through these past VODs, which will be probably for most of the week because I played a lot offline, so I'm not dedicating the time to playing online to do it live. But this is great. Yes, I would replace that. It's not doing anything. Now I feel like I have frontline and oh, don't do that. Put in Guardian. Oh my god. No way am I doing and oh, this is trolling. How do I top 4 this game? This is so bad. So the reason it's bad is because there's no reason to play Heartsteel if you're 60 HP, right? My cash out is not going to be on tempo with when I should be leveling up, right? Because it takes 4 turns to cash out. So this is turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 is going to be on 4, 3, and usually you want to level on 4, 2. The reason you want to level on 4, 2 is because it's perfect interval, so that when you buy the EXP in divisible by 4, it doesn't like overspill and waste some of your gold. Because if you're like wasting your gold to level, then you're not using it to roll, and especially if you're stuck at that level, like let's say you're going to get stuck at 7 or stuck at 8, you don't want to overspill the extra gold over because you need it to roll or do your other stuff, right? So it's just an efficiency thing. And because that's like a general rule, the thing is everybody kind of levels on certain turns, right? So like 3-7 is a common one, even though it's not perfect interval. You kind of start pumping levels and preparing to like stabilize on 4-2 or 4-5, right? That are like the common ones, right? So for me, it's like I don't really have direction. I don't have anything in spot. Let's see what items I get. Okay, so that's another Edge of Knight, a Titans. It's looking like either a Karthus Akali game or a frontline melee with a backline AP, right? But I wasted a lot of gold and a lot of money, right? I'm level 7. I just pumped it. I'm 26. I'm just rolling for some upgrades. I think I'm gonna do a 4-5 here, right? So I'm prepping that I gain 10 gold, 10 gold, 10 gold, 10 gold, 40 gold. I sell bench. I'm gonna be making 30 now, and then I'll level on 4-5. I don't know. It's really bad. This Heartsteel pivot play was absolutely horrendous. I should have stayed with the Guardian front line, like I had an Amumu. And I shouldn't have taken anything else, right? I'm kind of building the setup. What did I make? I made Steadfast and thing. I think that's fine. Keep the sword. Hopefully get a cloak, get a Bloodthirster. And then I have Edge of Night, Bloodthirster, Titans for melee frontline. And now I'm kind of forced to play either Viego, Akali, or what's his name? Zed, right? So these are going to be my carries, and I'm going to be on 8, right? There's no way I go 9 this game, and I have to stabilize on 8. So the biggest mistake I made was this. This Heartsteel thing is horrible. I should be looking to sell him, but I think it's fine because I just wanted a frontline chosen to stabilize me so I don't lose too much health. But I should not have pivoted into Heartsteel because there's no reason to do that at this stage. This guy has a Viego chosen, so I might not be able to play Viego, which is sad. So let's see here. This guy has an Akali, so maybe I end up playing Zed. In that case, the Yone is a good thing to have because at least I have a crowd diver synergy. Akali's gonna target that dude. That's fine. My Senna is my main carry. That's why I put the Senna not in the corner, right? Because there's so many Akali players, and sometimes I forget anyway. So I just default to putting it not in the corner, and just saying that's probably what we just do. This one's gonna be tough. It's 44 to level, so I'm definitely sending it 4-5. I'm already behind tempo because, as I said, like that's what I was talking a lot about early game. So I was win lose. I spent a lot of money trying to get some upgrades so I don't die. I'm way behind the board tempo, right? Also, we can see like these guys have 2 people 100 streaking, which sucks, right? Just think about that conceptually, right? They went the whole game. It's 4-3. They haven't played each other yet. Oh, what the fuck, Riot? Maybe one of them got one of those like health augment things so that they're good. But it's a very wacky game because if you look at it, those guys haven't played each other and they're clearly the strongest in the lobby. Everybody else is kind of the same HP, right? Like kind of the same HP. Like I just lost and I dropped, but these guys are probably not gonna like make it anywhere just because they're too low. But I'm like right in the middle of like these things not really working. Also, they still haven't played each other this round. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, so I'm not even first pick. There's nothing I really want a cloak, but the cloak is on a 1 cost, right? Do I end up going for cloak or do I just take the Yorick? I think I just take the Yorick. Yeah, that's fair. That's passable, I think. And I just gotta hope that my burbs give me something nice. Okay, so I should send it here, right? So my heart still cashed out. It worked for a 4-5, so I guess it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was pretty bad. Because what am I gonna get here? I'm gonna get like a single component. Oh, sick! I got dropped the cloak that I needed. That's a high roll. Okay, so I level. I hit Edgelord Viego. Okay, that's fine. I sold. No, I didn't. He's right here. All right. I kept him in case of crowd diver. I should sell the Senna. I should sell the Senna. Oh, pass me is so slow. I was dizzy. So sell the Senna, edge a knight on Viego. Hopefully I win this fight, and then it doesn't feel bad that I didn't like. No. Oh wait, Viego's still alive, kinda. I think I lose this fight. This might be an edge a knight diff. So edge a knight is really important into matchups like this where there's an Ahri. Yeah. So how do I drop? I dropped to 17 HP. That kind of sucks. Also, are these guys still 100 streaking? They still haven't played each other? Like, what is this game? Okay, he lost to somebody else. But still, they haven't played each other the whole fucking game. Okay, I'm Yorick paired. I can grab an Akali. What I need now is I need 3 Pentakill, because Pentakill has some defensive properties. I sell the Senna, sell the Aphelios. I can put in Akali, I get KDA squares. That's pretty good. And now I'm looking for 1 Pentakill unit. Nice. Pentakill, Edgelord. Okay, that's my board. And I hit a Yorick 2 out of nowhere. I think that saves my game. I think that means I top 4 now. For sure. Okay, so... This is fine. This is okay, I think. I should grab the Gnar. I should grab the Gnar and shop. The reason I should grab the Gnar and shop is that I can lose one of these super fan units that are kind of useless and play 5 Pentakill instead. Right? Because the only reason I'm playing super fan is because of the thing. I should buy the Gnar. I should buy the Gnar. Buy the Gnar. Buy the Gnar. I think I'm just too scared that I'm gonna die. Buy the Gnar. 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 And the Mordekaiser. Yes. Yes. I figured it out. Alright. Okay, Gnar over Lilia. Nice. Oh, wait, I lose KDA. I don't need a Kalian. I don't need a Kalian, actually. Yes. 5 pentakill. I think this is fine. KDA gives some small stats, so it gives like 10% bonus HP and stuff like that. But it's kind of fake. Like, it's not like necessary. But I feel like you just feel like good. Like, ooh, it buffs my whole board, right? Like, it feels like cool, right? Like, yeah, like, you know, like you feel like you're doing something. But what's this? Hodge for him. That's great. Now I'm thinking about my last item. I have anti-heal. So I shouldn't have taken the belt. So that's a me problem. Am I just trying to play 7 penta? No, that's 4 guardian. Put the guardian back in. Good job. I have Karthus Akali. I think that's what's making me dizzy. Do I play Karthus Akali? Yeah, like, why did I take belt? Look, now I'm looking at my board and I'm like confused. I'm like, why did I take belt? You can literally see it on my, you can see it in my my motion of my mouse. You see how I like keep looking at the units? It wasn't belt. It was either like, it was probably, honestly, it was probably just take bow so that I can replace the Superfan Titans on my Viego. Like, that would be a really good option. Or one of the other items, just anything, because now I have uncraftable item. Like, what do I make? You know what I mean? I have to make a gargoyles. I hit a Mumu too. So every turn I'm kind of donkey rolling. The reason I'm donkey rolling is because I feel like I'm 1 HP. And I'm just trying to play for 4th here, right? I think that despite the mistakes that I made, I kind of got bailed out by Yorick too. Let's be honest here. I kind of got bailed out by just hitting a Yorick 2 on 8. I took the Yorick, like, I had a Yorick and then I took the Yorick on the carousel, right? And I think that was okay. But, like, I don't think my board is particularly strong. I do have really good Viego items, and I hit the Viego. And it's nice that it's, like, Edgelord Viego, because then I can just play Kale and lose the Edgelords. Which I think is fine. Come on, Viego. I think I win this, actually. Yeah, I win this. This is pretty good. I messed up my items a little bit. I think I did okay. I didn't comment on my last augment because I wasn't paying attention properly. I was kind of zoned out, sniffling. But I took healing orbs, which is okay when you have a melee carry, but I don't think it's the best. So I'm not sure if there was something better to take. I still have Kennen. So what's the better guardian than Kennen? Thresh. If I hit a Thresh, I think I should sell the Kennen. I also have Mordekaiser. I don't know. I'm kind of no backline units, which is kind of bad. I think like a Kale 2 would be nice, but I don't have it. I'm holding on to these Viegos. I'm too poor and too, like, I have no, like, sell the Viegos. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I think I absolutely get rolled by this guy. This guy is Yone 3. This Yone 3 is busted. I hate, out of all the units, I think I hate Yone 3 the most. Well, I think I win, actually. Never mind. Never mind, JK. Yone's balanced. No, I feel like the Yone, he has too many synergies for how strong he is, right? An 8-bit spat, a Shojin, a Runans, a true damage. I'm not in a position where I can deny anybody. Honestly, I'd take the Archangels, I think, or a Shojin. Probably Shojin, actually. It might be to take Shojin. Yeah, it's Shojin. The reason I take Shojin is because now I have Karthus items, so I can drop the, I can, if I hit Karthus 2, I could just play Karthus Akali. Playing Karthus anyways. You know what the problem is? Look at my front line, right? Like, this is what happens. Like, you see, I still made, like, a strong board, and you can say, like, I'm winning out. I got bailed by this Yorick, because, look, I have this guy 1. I have this Kennen, which is useless. I have this guy 1. I have this guy 1, and I have this guy 1. Like, my board is absolute trash. The problem is that the whole lobby was in a bad spot, because there was this guy, and the other guy that was just, like, 100 streaking. And I think the lobby maybe is like just lower elo. So like everybody's making mistakes, right? So I didn't get punished as hard because I kind of got bailed out, right? But I definitely played my early game and like beginning of middle game pretty badly. Like I end up with hitting units that I have good items for, which is maybe a bit high roll, right? But like I don't have any upgrades for anybody. Like I should hold this other dude, yeah. And he's been donkey rolling for like the whole stage because I'm basically 1 life, right? So I'm just always trying to hit something. Okay, now I should sell the kale. Yeah, and put items on card. This is what I wanted to do before. But the problem is it might be too late. Like now my board's starting to come together if I have like something. I'm thinking if I should replace the cannon, but it's like that's one of my only upgrades. Because the cannon doesn't really block anything and I don't have true damage in anyways. This is a weird spot because this board on 9 would be so easy to fit in because then you could just play 7 pentakill and like have some other shit in. But yeah, and because I have only KL1 in the back line, it's like I think I could get targeted really easily from a Kali. So the positioning that I should have is I should have my Karthus more in the middle of the board. Oh, I think I still beat this guy. Nice. So I think I guarantee top 4 now, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm guaranteed top 3. Yeah, that's fine. I definitely got bailed out by the YORICK, right? Like let's not lie about it. It's like I got bailed out by the YORICK this game, kinda. Maybe I could have still top 4'd without the YORICK too, because I think hitting a YORICK 1 is not that unreasonable on stage 8. But like I haven't seen a single Thresh, right? So I'm stuck with this board that I haven't seen a single Thresh, so it kind of balances out. Because if I was more average luck, I'd say I'd have a Thresh 2 with how much I was rolling, and I'd replace the Kennen with a Thresh 2, right? Or I'd have Kale 2 at least, or I'd have some other frontline upgrade. I'm keeping it 4 Guardian because of the Thresh 2 as well, right? If I only had Thresh 1, I'd probably just play 2 Guardian, 2 Sentinel, because the extra stats on Viego and YORICK as like the extra stacks on everybody of having like a little bit of armor would help out, especially since I don't have too many like armor tank items, right? I have Warmogs, so like Warmogs are HP items, right? HP items are really good with having extra armor boosting because it's not diminishing returns, right? You have a little bit of armor, you have a little bit of HP, and a little bit of damage reduction, all of that shit. This guy is so fucking strong. He's like me, but 10 times stronger. So there's no way I'm beating this guy's board. Also, this guy that's 100 streaking, he's level 10. He's just collecting the whole board. So yeah, he just wins, I get 3rd. Okay, that's fine. So I think my main mistake was like this early game. I upgraded too much and I was too poor, so I didn't make it. It didn't make it so that I could set myself up really well in the mid game. Then the mid game, I did this like this minor hardstyle transition, which like worked because I high rolled like a cloak, which gave me like the full items for Viego. But I probably, being low health, would have been able to just pick a cloak off the carousel anyways. So it's not like that big of a high roll. It's not like that important is what I mean to say. And then, like, just being generally slow. I think I lost, like, 2 rounds because my pivot, like, 2 rounds in between pivoting my boards. Which, you know, 2 rounds of HP would mean I went 2nd, right? As opposed to, like, the high roller that went 1st, right? And I call it a high roller, he probably just played the game much better, right? But this guy was just so fucking strong the whole game, right? He 100 streaked, he literally had a perfect game. He 100 streaked the whole game, right? And yeah, I think that's everything. This was the guy I think I could have beat, right? Like right here when I said to myself like I needed the item on Viego, I think I could have stopped his 100 streak. No, actually it was this guy. Never mind. I don't even know. Also, like, why do these guys never play each other? Anyways, that's the VOD review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was somewhat educational. Sorry I'm like just, you know, sniffly and stuff, congested. Alright, bye-bye.